In this tutorial, we're going to talk about how to send an email using your school account and also learn how to attach a picture to it. Now, this was an assignment I had given during week 1, but a few students are still missing it, so I wanted to walk you through the steps for that. The actual assignment document looked something like this, and it taught you how to follow good etiquette when emailing a teacher or any type of professional, a job interview or things like that. And so the directions are outlined here. An example was provided to you of what the email will look when it's done, and that is attached as well. You can see that one function I wanted you to play with in your email was attaching a picture, and so we're going to walk you through those steps. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go to my email account right now. To do this, I'm going to move my Medium recording real quick. Click on Gmail. Go back up here. Okay, so I'm going to hit Compose. All right, and I'm going to make this full screen for the sake of this example. Now, to begin, as a note, you do need to have a picture of yourself already uploaded to your Google Drive. There's 2 ways you can do that. The first way is to use the Drive app on your phone, or to add that app if you have not done so yet. Given the fact that we're going to be using so many different tech options this year, having the Google Drive app and the Google Classroom app on your phones are going to be incredibly helpful to you. The other way is to simply email a copy to yourself. If you have a copy on your phone and you just go to email, I would email it to your school Gmail account. This way you can download it to your drive there. But let's go ahead and I'm going to walk you through these directions. So the email is going to be sent to your teacher, and on this assignment I told you right here what to put in the subject line. So I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to copy and paste just for the sake of this example. I can zoom in here. Make it a little bit bigger. So instead of your name, let's make up the name Joseph Smith. Okay, I'm going to go back to this example. I say to open with a greeting. You're going to introduce yourself with your first and last name and tell me if you prefer a nickname. So we're going to say, Dear Ms. Gerst, my name is Joseph Smith and I am in your first period class. I prefer to go by the nickname Joe. Okay, let's go back here. It says in the next paragraph, you're going to state the purpose of this email. Now, in this case, it's because I gave you the assignment that answers this question. If you're in CP English 3, the question was, what is the best story or book you've ever read, and to explain in 3 to 4 sentences. If you were in Journalism 1 or Journalism 2, the question was to respond to the Washington Post Super Bowl ad that I had posted. You can always just search it, do a Google search, it'll come up. Was it effective? Do you agree with the statement, democracy dies in darkness? Explain your response. Please, this video is for all my classes. Only do the one that applies to you. Are you in my English class or are you in my journalism elective? You're going to answer that question in your email. And I note here that later in other emails to me, you may need to ask for help on an assignment or need to have me fix a grade. It's always important to clearly state the purpose of your email. So let's do this example. The purpose, or I can say, I am writing this email because you assigned it to me. And I'm going to answer as if I'm a student in the English class right now. The best book I have ever read is, I'll use this example, Just Mercy by Bryan Stevenson. It is the story of a lawyer who forms a nonprofit to represent people on death row who never received adequate legal, counsel. Stevenson highlights several individual cases he has worked with. I was very moved by this story and its call for criminal justice reform. Okay, so I did what I was asked to do. I gave the purpose and I answered this question in 3 to 4 sentences. Okay, I ask you now to attach a picture of yourself, and this is the part that some kids have trouble with. You're going to see at the bottom of this email screen an insert photo option. You can click on it, and it goes right to my photos. I've already pre-uploaded several examples here. Let's pick my picture with Thomas Jefferson from the Constitution Center in Philadelphia. You're going to see down here you have two options. You can do inline, which means it puts it in the body of your email, or you can hit as attachment. I think add attachment is cleaner, so I'm going to choose that option, and then I'm going to click insert. Okay, let's go back to my directions. In another paragraph, close with a farewell, question, request, or thought. I'm just going to continue here and say, I'm looking forward to a great year. Let's spell that correctly. Okay, great. So I did that next step, and it says sign at the bottom, and I could do it with I need to do it with my first and last name. I do provide you some directions here if you want it so that your Gmail account always attaches the same signature at the bottom. It's a helpful thing to do if you don't want to have to sign your name to everything. So I'm going to say, with regards, Joseph Smith. And then I'm going to hit send. And just so you see what it looks like on my end, if I go back to my inbox, I'll click on this here. It will look like this when a teacher receives it. And the only reason I had you practice with the photograph is in the event that you need to show me evidence of something. For example, my remote students will take pictures of their vocabulary work and need to attach it to an email that they could do it this way. As long as the document is in their drive, or they perhaps could have used the notes function to scan and use make it a PDF. That is an option too, but I wanted that to be just a function of email that you were familiar with. And that's the end of this tutorial video.